Welcome back, gamers! I am Zoronden, and you are tuned in to some more Starcraft 2 action. Today's matchup is a Masters League game on the map Condemned Ridge. Yes, it is. And today's combatants in the bottom right corner, the red Terran SlayerSBoneR. I don't know if Boner here is officially affiliated with Slayers. I will just be calling him Boner for the game. And in the top right or top left corner, AsTWolfRa. I believe AST would be some sort of clan affiliation, so he will be WolfRa, and it will be versus Boner. So, I was gonna postpone this game to Friday. It may still come out on Friday, but it might be out on Thursday. I don't know. We're going to find out. I obviously am recording it on Thursday, but I don't know if I have time to encode it and everything. So if you're seeing this on Thursday, I got it out quicker than planned, and congrats to me, I guess. Right. Anyways, let's check out what these two guys are doing early in this game. Bring up that production tab, and we're going to have some good ZVT going on here. I've been trying to do a little more Zerg play lately as I felt a Zerg deficiency going on. So I'm going to be getting lots of Zerg in here. Zerg being one of my favorite races. It's hard to say that when there's only 3 races and you like all of them. I actually did play Zerg back in Brood War days, so they have a special place in my heart and always will, even if I don't think I could play them anywhere near as good anymore. Because of that dang larva inject, and just too many timings for me to keep up with. I don't know about how you guys do it, who are actually good Zerg players. We'll have to keep an eye on how WolfRa does it as well. Definitely is a Masters League match, so he should be on the ball for that. Can't miss a lot of larva injects and be in Master League. So both players have gotten their expansions. It looks like WolfRa did go for the expand then pool, and Boner has gone for a barracks, then an expansion. He's already grabbed his orbital. He's now also grabbing a refinery. He's finishing off his wall off. And just in time, too, as WolfRa is coming down here. A little late to the scouting party, and that's why he's not going to get in. But he does now know there's an expansion going on, and that is a good thing to know. He could potentially even harass that SCV if he wanted. But he's obviously going to choose not to and send that guy on his way. Has Boner found WolfRa yet? Let's check out that vision there. No, he has not. In fact, he has just started scouting way too late, and it's actually going all over the map with his camera there. Let's go back to everyone's view here. And WolfRa sending that drone on home. And now we got a Marine on the field. He's just gonna hit that watchtower and run back home, it looks like, or he might go out scouting. Have to keep an eye on that. So WolfRa in a slight advantage here now. He knows Boner has opted for a bit of teching, or at least economy working, so macro. And he knows he can do the same. Drone on up. Always need plenty of drones with the Zerg. Obviously, there's the larva dropping, as I was saying earlier. And a few lings on the field. It looks like WolfRa might even go to harass. With previous knowledge, he knows an expansion's going up at the natural, so it would be worth poking some Zergling down there and potentially doing some damage. Oh, and if he can catch this SCV, he might actually prevent WolfRa from seeing his base, and prevent Boner from seeing WolfRa's base. Unfortunately, those Zerglings are having some issues as they are not speedlings. And the Queen is going to do some nice damage as well, picking off that SCV. However, WolfRa has been revealed, and Boner knows that he does have that natural expansion. That, of course, is something Boner would be expecting, but crucial. All the information you can ever get is crucial. I mean, you always want to get any information you can get, unless it's literally just impossible for them to have something. Like, say, a mothership. You know you're not getting mothership rushed at 6:30. Especially considering there's no Protoss in the frickin' match. Very nice saturation going on by WolfRa. Not 100%, but it's still pretty dense. I like seeing that. He, of course, has all his drones on the extractors here. How is SlayerSBoneR doing? Boner's a little thinner. Obviously, with the mules, that helps out. But he could definitely use to thicken up those lines as well. But it looks like SlayerSBoneR is going to be going for some Hellion harass. We will need to keep an eye on this, see if he can do anything effectively. However, it's going to be quite hard with 4 queens sitting right here at the ramp. However, he could harass that third, but there's nothing really there to harass, especially with Hellions, as they do very, very poor damage to buildings. So, just going to hold off for now. He's going to kind of hold the map with his Hellions and have a bit of free reign down here in his base. He has grabbed this full-on wall-off. It's an interesting wall-off. Not a bad thing to do, but not normal, per se. He is now grabbing a third, which is something I was going to advise. He's grabbing his starport as well as a couple more barracks and their expansion. So going to be popping out a lot more Marines. Looks like he'll continue to probably pump Marauders out of that barracks. However, he's doing a Marine currently. He could use to grab more gas. That would definitely help him out in the long run. Obviously now grabbing some medevacs. He did build this tech lab on his factory. I don't know if he's looking into getting tanks or if he wants to get blue flame for those Hellions. Not really sure what he's thinking. But these Hellions are going to need to move soon as that creep is creeping, as it does best, towards those Hellions. And 2 of them move back just a bit. So it looks like SlayerSBoneR is keeping an eye on them. Slowly just kind of tracking where that creep spread is. And actually, AsTWolfRa is going to be in a little bit of trouble here as SlayerSBoneR is bringing up a small army and could possibly pop off those queens. However, that is quite a few lings, and they're going to protect those queens for now. However, they could be in danger as well, especially with this 4-pack of Hellions. And here come the lings. Oh, and they get by the Hellions. Oh, the Hellions do indeed find them. That is not going to end well for those lings, especially with the Marine Marauder backup as well as medevacs. And this is going to cause some danger for SlayerSBoneR. Oh my gosh, I knew I was going to make that mistake at some point. AsTWolfRa. A nice transfusion goes down there, and the lings do get the surround, and they are probably going to mop that up. And the medevacs grabbing those guys want to get out of there. The queen's trying to chase down those medevacs, but just not going to be able to do the trick. However, reinforcements have been streaming up the map, and the lings have picked them off. There's a Viking on the field as well. Not entirely necessary to have built a Viking, as there are no air units out by AsTWolfRa, other than obviously Overlords. And look at this, we got quite a few Banelings getting ready to do a brilliant bust. And we're also about to get a drop going on, perhaps a double-pronged drop. So we are about to get a ton of action going down here. And here it comes, bust going right on the front door. Is he going to do it? There go the lings, the Banelings, and the lings pull out. The Banelings hit it, splatter that bunker, and they are rolling straight for the line. We have a drop in the natural. Boom! So many SCVs going down. Looks like that's it as the Zerglings stream in, but the drop here has been pretty successful, taking out quite a few drones, and now working on the main, or the third as well. And it looks like AsTWolfRa has pulled out both his units, and SlayerSBoneR is not lifting his command center. He's going to lose an orbital to just lings. That is an unfortunate mistake on his part. Watch that burn. Oh, it's actually getting repaired. Clutch repair there as AsTWolfRa is cleaning up this drop here. However, the second one has gone down. Did he get all those drones? I think he killed all those drones there in the main. It looks like the Zerglings in SlayerSBoneR's base have been cleaned up as well. He did manage to save that orbital. Did he kill? Okay, there's the drones. It looks like quite a few actually made it out. He definitely killed quite a few there, though. Let's check out the units lost tab. So quite a few units lost by AsTWolfRa. Obviously, the Banelings counted in such a thing. And that actually wasn't the original tab I wanted. There's what I wanted. 21 worker kills by AsTWolfRa and 22 by SlayerSBoneR. So that's actually extremely even. I thought SlayerSBoneR would have a bit of a lead there. He did not do as much damage as he thought he did. Or AsTWolfRa did more than I thought he did. And SlayerSBoneR needs to check out this. He's got 4 SCVs just sitting around having a picnic. They need to get to work. Remember, guys, picnics don't save lives. Mining SCVs do. There they go. Oh, they all want to build supply depots. I'm not building SCVs. They can't do that. That's something Blizzard didn't want to give the SCVs the option to do. Looks like we got another drop coming in by SlayerSBoneR. If he builds some tanks, he could definitely take advantage of this high ground, but he is happy with the Marine drop. Here we go. popping off a few drones. Is the Queen going to move in? Here come the Lings and the Queens. Queens need to try and snipe that medevac, but they don't quite get in position. The Infestors could have caused some trouble there as well. However, they aren't quite in range either. And he streams all his units up there, hoping to do the damage, but here comes a drop in the main as well. Looks like he's lost several Marines, or only 2 so far. Actually, only 1 so far. Oh, and the Infestors get the fungal down! Only 2 Marines make it out alive! And they are hurting as well. That is just from Stim. Do we have another drop down here in the net? Third, we do indeed. Trying to work on these Queens. A Queen does go down, but so does the medevac. That means these Marines are ancient history. Getting some transfuses down on the Queens to keep them alive. Not going to lose another one to a few Marines. Those Marines go down. And those drops doing some nice damage, but pretty much defended successfully. And this medevac doesn't really know what to do. Just going to kind of sit back for now. Can't do too much damage with only 2 Marines. And this Ling Infestor group is hungry to do some damage. We'll have to see if they're going to do that. The creep spread has slowed down significantly for WolfRa. It was spreading quite good early on, but it has slowed down as this combat has gained validity. It looks like he's going to send a single scoutling in, and that thing is going to get soused by that siege tank drop going on in this natural. He did go ahead and go for this drop anyways with just 2 Marines. Target firing the drones, trying to get him out of there. And he does indeed retreat again. Clearly, a medevac can heal faster than a Queen can do damage, as there were just 2 Marines there and the Queen could not kill them. Check this out. We have another medevac coming in with 8 more Marines. A couple Marines just standing up here. Those guys are in dangerous water. I would not want to be there right now. And here comes that drop at the 3rd. Yet again, I'm loving the drop play out of SlayerSBoneR here. It is keeping WolfRa on his heels, not really allowing him to attack when he clearly has superior numbers. Those poor little Marines got sauced back in the front there, or up in the front. Whatever. Looks like he's going to drop on the high ground while the drop at the natural continues with these 2 Marines. That Queen is going to easily take out that medevac, and those 2 Marines are going to try and take out the Queen. Can they do it? The drop at the 3rd has been thwarted yet again, but those Marines... Oh, 1 Marine goes down, the other Marine goes down. They do not get to take out that Queen. But here comes this drop. The medevac is about half health. He's going to start dropping right on top of that Queen. Can they take the Queen out before the Queen takes the medevac out? Looks like that is the case. Another Queen's there as well. A few more drones pop. Here come the Lings. How many Marines are going to make it out of here alive? Indeed. Oh, none of them do! As the Queens sneak up and snipe out that medevac. Now we have another small group of Marines taking out creep tumors here, trying to stop that creep spread, and they're going to be easily swept under tow of those Lings. Looks like we have a 4-pack of Lings guarding that watchtower there. A little bit of overkill. You probably only need 1 there. However, if SlayerSBoneR sends up a single Marine, that Marine will die. So I guess that's compensation. And it looks like both players have now grabbed these north and south expansions in the dead middle of the map. Those are hard to defend positions, especially if your creep as WolfRa does not go all the way there. Of course, that's very, very little. And look at that. Those Lings guarding the watchtower are defending that, or spotted that quite easily. Those Lings run in there and force that cancel. Almost forced to kill. I mean, SlayerSBoneR wasn't really willing to abandon that, and those 4 Lings just got disgustedly destroyed. That's why you put 1 on the tower, not 4. So, a nice bit of spying there by WolfRa, allowing SlayerSBoneR, or at least slowing SlayerSBoneR's construction of the PTF down. I was trying to say PTF, but it's not a PTF file. So, I don't know. And that single Viking is still running around the field. I half wonder if he made that by accident. I do not know why you would build 1 Viking. It's got to be an accident. Maybe hoping to harass out-of-position overlords. Do not know what is going on. I heard shooting. Oh, he's clearing creep tumors again. Looks like he's also doing another drop in the main. Can he do some serious damage here? If he plays his cards right, he may be able to take out this hive. That would be a huge victory for him. He's going to swim down here, quickly pop that Queen, getting off a last larva inject. However, the Lings were not out of position. They're here very quickly, forcing the Marines into a corner. A nice position, though, and a lot of Lings have gone down, but that fungal is going to do in the Marines and the medevacs. Everything gets cleaned up. Wow, only like 8 Zerglings survived. However, the medevacs are there. Boner needs to pull him out, but he's going for a full-on attack at the front. Lots of Marines, however, there are Ultralisks on the field. Love Ultralisks. Ultralisk Baneling, how can you complain about that? That Thor is going to go down so quick. However, Ultralisk does go down as well. That tank line is doing serious damage. However, the Thors aren't here, and the Ultralisks are just cleaving through the tanks, completely slaughtering it. That expansion was lost for Boner, but WolfRa is moving up here and not going to fungal any of those medevacs. Going to let them escape. Here, now we do have a medevac up here with 7 Marines in it. He's going to try and do a drop, however, that has quite a few lings. They're going to easily surround those Marines. And the Marines are forced to run away. There's 3 of them left. Here comes another attack on the front step, but it's only 5 Marines. And he is just demolishing this creep spread. It is actually disgusting to see how this creep spread has receded. Going to try and snipe a few drones down here before the Ultralisks and Lurglings destroy them. That's a new unit for the Zerg, the Lurglings. Don't know what their special abilities are. Lurking about, I suppose. Lurglings. Who misses lurkers? Blizzard. Swarm hosts are not lurkers. Anyways, that's enough of that rant. We got Ultralisks still, so I'm not going to complain about that. That guy could use a few transfuses. He is bleeding out his eyes. And that's a nice little force there by Boner. However, WolfRa's nearly maxed army is nicer. Especially because these Ultralisks, again, I know I've said Ultralisks about 8 times. Looks like we have a drop at the natural. Those 3 Marines that survived from earlier, here come the Lings swarming around. They all 3 load up into that medevac, and it's going to pull off into the background. Not going to die today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Looks like this expansion is going to be found by a SCV. I thought that would have been a Marine. That's not what I wanted. I want the vision. Oh, the SCV doesn't even know it's there. So short. Oh my gosh, this is so scary for that poor little SCV just staring at so many Ultralisks. Oh my god. Oh no, here he goes. Oh, one Ultralisk spots him, and oh, that is just the most overkill this game has ever seen. That was a horribly one-sided battle. I don't think that poor little SCV knew what hit him. But look at this. Boner has got some more Thors on the field. However, 2 Thors is not going to be enough for how many Ultralisks? 13 Ultralisks. One really low, so more like 12.5. But still, 13 Ultralisks are there, and they're at 5 armor, 3 damage. I mean, that is just woof. And here comes the attack. WolfRa is ready to end this game. Baneling's in there as well. Boner's army is just completely sauced. It did not even stand a chance. Barely did any damage. I think some Banelings died in there somewhere. It's just completely utter devastation here by WolfRa. He has completely trampled over Boner's defenses. Even dropping fungals on the SCVs. A little bit of overkill there. However, a drop did go down in the main. And Boner has actually taken out the hive. He is now even poking at Overlords. However, if this is going to go into a base race, well, to be honest, Boner could win that base race simply because of flying Terran buildings. And look at all those SCVs. Speaking of flying Terran buildings, there is one, and the Zerg army is rolling into Boner's base. Looks like he's set up a defensive PTF there. Yeah, it's a PTF, Planetary Fortress. PDF is what I was saying earlier. And it looks, oh, WolfRa getting a little bad-mannered at the defense of Boner. I didn't even pay attention enough. Just hit a wall there. Pissed about the defensive nature of the Terrans. I gotta say, I am a little disappointed in WolfRa. Losing his cool there. He hit his head against the wall, didn't really know what to do. He was frustrated because Boner was taking out his base back here. And congrats to Boner! Pulled off that victory that I thought he was going to lose, but that defensive line is just utterly brilliant. He did some great drops, constant harassing. Obviously was pissing off WolfRa with those constant drops, as well as WolfRa just breaking his head against this massive defensive line here. I believe SlayerSBoneR is the guy that sent in the game. I want to thank him for that. If he's not the guy that sent in the game, I am disappointed in AsTWolfRa's language. Not so much that he said it, but that he aimed it at someone. That's what we try to avoid. It's unnecessary to do that kind of stuff. So, I'm just going to say SlayerSBoneR is the one that sent in the game. Thank him very much for doing that. And if you want to see your games casted on Zoronden Cast, you can send them to Zoronden@gmail.com. That, of course, is in the information below. And if you liked this video, please thumbs up. Please subscribe. Helps me out. We are a channel that is small. I am growing, and I need your help to do that. So thank you for that ahead of time. I am, of course, Zoronden. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. I hope you tune in again, and I will catch all of you on the other side.